So this is about 65, and the entire floor is 150 square metres. The tiles are 800 by 800s, and I'm just going to run through a little bit with my laser line and laser level how I set the floor out. So hopefully this will help you. We're using 2mm spacers, so we've got to be kind of bang on. So I'm just going to run through, point some fingers, and hopefully you'll like it. I've gone square off this door because this is a timber frame and it's out. So that window's out, but this one's square and it's pretty damn straight to me. So I'm going with this line. Also, when I bring this line down and put another laser through to the front door, it's square off that wall and that wall. Then what I do is I'm checking. I follow this line out and square, check this wall, and then through here, I've pinged a line through here and it's square off that wall. So I know that from this laser line, that is where I'm gonna start. So that's my starting point. So I put this on a pole, I set it up, I've worked out the other way as well. And now what I'm gonna do first of all is I'm gonna lay this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile, this tile, and this tile, and then put these cuts in. So as you can see, I've just set the laser, you're working in a square. So when you work in a block like that with 2mm spacers, you're gonna keep the joints tight. You can clean this edge, you can put some wedges in if you use it, and then put a block in. Once you've put that block in, I put another 3 in and another 3 in. So I'm always working in a block. If I was to put like a spine down, you could always run out. Or if I do an L shape, you could be running that way, and then the spacer joint's gonna open up. And when you're using 2mm, you don't wanna be doing that. So basically put all that in, and then I put this in, and I come all the way to the end. And then again, I come back and I work off that, and I'll dry cut these in, and then I put that block in, and then I'll work across again. And then as I come back, so we've done this part of the room now, and we're onto this column here. So what I do is I actually just start laying like that, and then coming back, usually working from that one, then put that one in and the cut, and then working across, okay? Another thing that I do is, at the end of the day, when I'm finished and I've had enough, I will prep and lay these tiles. So these are dry laid. But what I've done is I've put the clips in so it's easier for in the morning. I've cleaned the edge and I've just put the tile against it so the clips don't move. So now when I come in, I can just set a mix up and I'm straight away back into where I want to be. When I'm using my laser level, sometimes if, for example, if I try and match it to the edge of the tile, I could still be a little bit off. So what I do, I don't know if you can see this, but what I do is the laser level seems to be about 2mm. So what I do is I use that in the middle of my joint of my tile. So then I know I'm bang on, so I can use that and I set it up. So that's what I do. So when I put my first 2 tiles in and I get my spacers in, I set my laser line up to the middle of the grout joint, and then I know I'm pretty good. So there you go, just like that. Okay. So another tip, so these are 800 by 800 tiles. Don't just think that you set up a room and you go centre to centre and then you end up with loads of wastage, okay? Sometimes, because these tiles are expensive, if they're 30 quid a tile, you want to try and keep your wastage to a minimum and you want the floor to look right. So for example, the cut that's off there is a cut, So another thing, these are 800 by 800s. So when I'm tiling, I'm always thinking about what size cuts I'm going to have everywhere. So this door was slightly out of square, but because the tile and the cut is big, you can't really see that it runs out. And the same as, I'm not just going to cut 2 bits of tile, like one off each side for this, okay? So what I do is I cut one bit and then I keep the offcut because I know that I'm going to be able to use it on another part of the floor. The kitchen is going along the back here, so what I've done is I've just got a tile and I've ripped it down. So I've taken it off the same tile and I've just used a sanding pad and taken off the front edge to smooth it, and then that's just one tile. So all those little slithers off one tile, it just saves money, saves the customer money. So when you're setting out a floor, just always think about, you know, what size cuts you're going to have and if you can save them instead of wasting tiles. So I hope this video gives you a little bit better understanding of how I set out the floor and why I do what I do. If there's anything you need, any videos at all, or you want any help doing anything, I don't mind doing a video. If it helps you guys, I'm here to try and give you some of the tips that I've used as a tiler for years. So if you're starting out, you just want some simple, how do you do this, or I don't mind doing it, I don't mind doing a video. So hit the like button and follow me, subscribe, tell your friends, and like I said, just drop me a line if you want to know anything.